Through the 60s, the town's passion for the game only increased. The rivalry with the nearby Franklin Panthers of Locust Grove was the most heated in the county.
It was always good and intense because we knew a lot of the people out there. A lot of our guys dated their girls and vice versa. And so, you know, we were buddy-buddy off the court, but when it came to basketball, it was kind of like, you know, fierce competitors.
And I know I started out in the elementary under Paul Baconhester at Locust Grove, and he was rough and tumble. And
you move out to Locust Grove in that cracker box, a different ball game.
The most infamous game in the rivalry took place in two different gyms.
It got real cold outside. It was cold as could be.
And there must have been 1,000 or so in there. They were standing, you couldn't even play.
Compact, like sardines.
And it had been raining. And of course, with all the people in there,
Created a lot of moisture inside on that tile floor.
and the humidity got real high, and the floor was just, it was like an ice rink.
Well, I remember myself warming up, we'd go and shoot a layup, my feet flew out behind me, and I fell and hit the back of my head on the floor because the floor was so wet that we couldn't stop on it.
And we went through about 4 or 5 bottles of some of that hand talc that you put on to just, they had powder all over the place and it wasn't doing any good, and they tried to wipe the floor up. Well, you know, the kids were getting hurt.
I think they just went ahead and said, let's just move the game to people. So the whole crowd and everybody had to pack up and come up here and finish the game.
It was the only time Peebles was a visitor on their own scoreboard. In 1968, the move became permanent. Peebles consolidated with Franklin and Sinking Springs, ending their great rivalries. However, the consolidation was key to the team's future.
Well, what made a big difference with Peebles was just the fact that, like in '67 or '66, Locust Grove came to Peebles.